Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Cooking with Joe, episode 1. Today we're gonna make a salad. A salad is a simple concept. You take lettuce, vegetables, dressing, maybe a protein, and put them all in a bowl, mix them up, and eat it. That's it. Let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is look for a bowl. I don't know if I have a bowl. Should have planned ahead. All right, so we got no bowls. Let's check in here. Oh, all right. So to start off, you might want something like this. It's a deep bowl. It's not your average one serving bowl. You're gonna want to mix a lot and take multiple servings out of this. So we're just gonna rinse this out here. And the reason why we're doing that is because your washing machine or dishwasher, I mean, they sound the same. They might get some soap in that when you take it out. So just make sure there's no soap. Excellent. Now we got some baby arugula. You don't want the full adult kind. You definitely want to make sure they're in infant stages. Take that out. And we have baby spinach. Same. Just make sure that this was just born, not any much older than 1 or 2 years. Throw that in here. And do the same with the arugula. All right. And a good trick to this is you put a paper towel in the box. The reason why is because the paper towel absorbs the moisture so that the lettuce and arugula and spinach don't go bad and absorb it instead. We also have some sprouts. Now, what sprouts are going to do is add some flavor, some earthly flavor, and we got 3 grams of protein per 2 ounces. So this stuff isn't just a little garnish here. We're getting a lot of nutrients from just sprinkling this on top. And you don't want too much. You just want a decent amount, but nothing too crazy. So now we got these vegetables in a bag. And we're going to want to chop them up. So how do we do that? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's see here. You know, I don't know if we have a mat for this. We should. I don't know where it is. So what we're going to do is get a plate. And so to find this plate, we're going to once again search in the dishwasher. Interesting. This does not look clean. Alright, so make sure that your dishwasher actually cleans the plates, because these are all dirty. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Wow, so we need a place to cut this. Where do we go? Well, we find a dish. Here we go. Just give it a sniff, make sure it doesn't smell strange. Okay, great. We found the dish. Now, take the vegetables. We got a pepper. And we got a red onion. Excellent. Find a knife. You're going to want to find a knife that... This is a little extreme. Alright, so... Oof. Alright, I see. I'm pretty sure this is it. You know what? We're going with the extreme knife. This is good. just start. For the pepper, you're going to want to just cut this top off. So we got that out of the picture. We're not putting any of that in here. We got this nice hollow shell. We're going to press it down. Sliver it. Just nice little slivers here. The French call this cutting peppers in slivers, so that's pretty much it. And then, I mean, you know, you want something like this. If you want to make it a little bit smaller, you just take that group of vertical slices and kind of put it into a line, and now you got a grid of little squares. And what that's going to do is distribute the pepper amongst multiple bites, rather than if it were a line like previously, you would mostly get that whole thing in one forkful. But we're going to want to square them off, and that distributes it amongst the salad. So we got the salad right here. Just take it and plop it in. It's that easy. You just pick it up, you throw it in the bowl. Alright, so now we have this tiny top of an onion. I don't even know what to do with this. I guess I'm just gonna. So what I did, and it's at first you're gonna be confused, but we have this top of the onion. You don't want that, so I cut around it, and we got other sides of the onion. And what we're gonna want to do is just, like I said previously with the pepper, cut it into cubes. And the great thing about an onion is you think, oh, I'm only getting this part. Well, no, because inside are multiple layers. So you cut one cube and it divides itself into like 10 little parts. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how they did it. So it should look something like this. With the onions too, is you're going to want it more distributed than the pepper. So if you feel like cutting them into smaller cubes, like get microscopic with it, take out the microscope, look at those tiny onion pieces, that's kind of what you want to go for. Unless you like a big chunk of an onion in a single bite, which I know many people do. Throw the onion in there. Get that bowl in the frame so you know what I'm doing here. It's the same bowl with all the things in it at the same time. So you just throw it in there. Alright, so now we got a tomato. Now tomatoes were found in Spain in 1762, and they were thought to be poisonous, but luckily they're not. Now that we know that, we're going to cut it in half. And now what we did was we took that single tomato, and that's what it was. Now it's two. So, and you're going to notice this nice design. It's kind of hollow, then goes into the center. It's okay, but the flavor is actually concentrated in the outer rim here. Let's make sure we got that. So now that we know, we're going to cut that in half. And so now we got a quarter of a tomato. And what that did was take out the center part where the seeds are that many people don't need. And now we're going to cut down. It's not a bad thing if the tomato is pressed against the plate. It'll make it easier to get those vertical slices like the pepper. But we're going to rotate that and cube it just like the pepper. So now we got little squares of the tomato. It's a simple concept. Throw that in. Make sure you see this. It's going in the same bowl. And, I mean, it's up to you. The tomato it's not going to pack a lot of flavor. It's mainly just, it's got a lot of water in it, and it's going to dilute the strong flavors coming from the pepper and the onion, but still provide some extra substance in there. So pepper and an onion would mostly be some crunch. With the tomato, you're getting some moisture and juiciness, which is nice within the salad. So you see that whole centerpiece? We're just going to flick it off with this knife. Cut around it, scoop it out. And now we got this nice hollow shell. What I'm going to do is just throw the whole tomato in there. Press it down on this plate so all the juice gets off of it. Cut it into vertical slices. Rotate that. And then you're going to cut that the other way. Throw it in. All right. So now you can see there, everything is in the same bowl. It's not that's it. There's nothing else going on. We have a lemon as well. Now what the lemon is going to do, and you're going to say to yourself, why would you throw a lemon in here? And I know everyone's thinking that, but I'll explain. The lemon is the acidic factor that we're missing with all these ingredients. And that's it. That's the explanation. So what we're going to do is, we're not actually, and this is another thing, like, this is some tomato juice. We're not going to squeeze tomato juice on here, but we're going to squeeze lemon juice on here. And that's because every flavor that you're going to get out of the lemon is in the juice. You don't want the actual fruit in there. So what we're going to do is just slice this in half. Simple. And now you're going to see, it was like this, and now it's into two pieces. Take one of the pieces, take the bowl, and go like this on top of the bowl. Now you can see that juice get in there. All right. You probably only need... I mean, what am I going to do? I don't know what's... I mean, you know, I can throw it in here, in this bag with the paper towel, but we may as well use the whole lemon. Oh, yeah. And if you get seeds in there, lemon seeds are not something you want, so... It's gonna be, you're gonna want to just grab them out of the salad. And it's okay if a seed gets in there because you just squeeze the lemon on top of it. So you may squeeze some seeds out. Look in there. All right, see, it was in the second layer. Gone. All right. Now, oh, we got another one. They could keep on popping up. Stay on the lookout. So now just take your hand and toss it upside down. And what that's going to do is move the lemon juice throughout the entire salad, like so. If you have pepper's always good. Put it on your hand first. Sprinkle it on. What pepper's going to do is actually balance out the acidity of the lemon with more pepper from the pepper that's already in there. But this is from other peppers, so it's like you're putting a lot of pepper in the same place, but what that does is make it more peppery, and that's kind of what's missing. Alright, so we got that out of the way. Anything else we want to throw in here? If you have nuts, that's always a good option. So, let's take a look here. We got a lot of nuts in this house. One of the nicest nuts you can throw in there are almond slivers. So what they are almonds, but they've already been chopped. Because you might want almonds in the salad, but if you take a whole almond and throw it in there, it's just overwhelming and it kind of just overthrows every other flavor in the salad. So just sprinkle some almond slivers on there. toss it around. And you're good to go. Just make sure that you wipe down the almond jar. Alright, what else? You know, throw some more pepper in there. It's never too much pepper, never too much. If you want a little bit of, what salt does is it just brings out everything in there. Just as a little, boom, some salt. Alright, we're done. So now, we have over here balsamic vinegar. And what that is vinegar that is certified by control body authorized by Ministro della Policio Agricola La Mera dei Forestali, and it's wine vinegar, cooked grape must, colored caramel, and it's got about 6% acidity. Alright, and what that does is just makes it more acidic, because we already put the lemon in there, so now this is going to be really acidic, and you just throw it in there. Now what you want to do is extra virgin olive oil. Now, there's not really any such thing as olive oil. It's always going to be extra virgin, so I don't know why they don't just merge the two and call it olive oil. But what you want to do is drizzle that on there as well. And don't put too much. It's just some nice garnish. And we already put a lot of the lemon juice in there, so that was basically the dressing. Alright, so one of the key things to know about salads is that the bowl is not what you eat the salad out of. This is where the main salad sits. But for eating the salad, we actually want to put it in a separate bowl. Let's give it a taste. It's really acidic. Probably could have put less acid. It just kind of tastes like lemon juice.